Oi.
I brought my arm roll.
Yeah, we go. Water loading.
Water loading.
How come you're cheaping out in the water?
I think they're just finishing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday night, Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing is proud to present an evening of world-class professional boxing. Sponsored by William Hill, StubHub, Wow Hydrate, and JD Sports. All of the action will be broadcast live around the world on Sky Sports and DAZN. You know, it's great to see all these media and fans here today supporting these great fighters in this great fight card at the Manchester Arena. One of the premier fight venues in the world, certainly in the UK. We've seen some great nights of fights there, and Saturday night will be no different, guaranteed. The fight card is on the eve of the Manchester Derby, so it's a great sporting weekend. And this fight card, this all-action fight card, provides a great centerpiece. At the top of the bill, Quigg v. Carroll, England v. Ireland, former world champion v. former world title challenger. So as you see, the stage is set for a great night of boxing, and here to tell you all about it, the man that put it together, the president of Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thanks, Dave. President sounds better when in America. Yeah, thanks, Dave. It's nice. Welcome, everyone. Pleasure to be here in Manchester, fresh off the plane, buzzing, ready to go. Something special about fight night at Manchester Arena, and two big press conferences here today. Firstly, of course, the final press conference for Scott Quigg against Jono Carroll, and then shortly after, we have another press conference with Dillian Whyte against Alexander Povetkin, May the 2nd at the same arena, Manchester Arena. Great times for the city. It's a huge card. I'm going to try and work my way through all these great fighters who are joining us today, and Hughie Fury's en route as well, going to be jumping up on the table shortly. And before we do, I'm going to pass over to the head of boxing for Sky Sports, Adam Smith.
Thanks, Eddie. I want to echo that. What a great time for the city. We love coming to Manchester. You know, back in the day when we were first here with the Nigel Benns and the Prince Nassim Hamads, Joe Calzaghe, of course, fighting here. Ricky Hatton was the man at the time who came through from the small hall into the big Manchester Arena, packed it time and time again. We had great nights with Anthony Farnell, Michael Gomez, Anthony Croller, of course, and now we see him retire. And what an opportunity for Scott Quigg to come back to Manchester and light up the place on Saturday night. We're really excited about it. It's a fantastic top of the bill. It really is. As Eddie said, there's so many others on the bill. I'm seeing Dalton down there and Jack Cullen. Just saw Robbie Davis, Anthony Fowler. It's a who's who. It will be an amazing night from top to bottom. But the main event is just something to really get especially excited for. I think, you know, Scott and Jono are terrific fighters, terrific role models. Their styles should mesh into an absolute classic over 12 rounds. Prime time on a Saturday night, and we're really excited. And there's so much else that's happening over the next few weeks as well. Announcements left, right and centre. It is really, really good times for boxing. Looking forward to seeing Hughie up here a bit. I was lucky enough to be in Vegas a couple of weeks ago when Tyson had his amazing win over Deontay Wilder. British boxing absolutely flying, and Saturday night will be another good one.
Thank you, Adam. We're going to start the bottom table down here. We're going to start with our good friend from New York, Reshat Mati, one of our top young fighters out of America right now. And you look at that stable out of America and the success we've had with the young fighters coming from the amateur system in the UK, we're replicating that in America. Just announced a signing last week of Mark Castro, someone that Reshat knows well. Of course, his teammate as well, Nikita Ababi, Austin Namo Williams, Diego Pacheco, Alexis Espino, Raymond Ford, Otha Jones. We have an unrivaled team of fighters globally now, and particularly in America. And Reshat, delighted to bring you over, like some of your former teammates, for your UK debut.
Oh no, it was an honor, but I always have to go first, man.
Good calls, crack on.
I always got to go first, man. But no, it's honestly it's a pleasure to be here. You know, I want to thank, of course, Eddie and DAZN and Sky Sports for being on this, amazing event. I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with everybody here, and hopefully everything goes well, and we're gonna put on a show.
Obviously now you've whet your appetite. You've boxed all over the States, of course, Madison Square Garden, Chicago recently as well, on the West Coast as well. Now a different kind of opportunity for you to box internationally. We know you did it as an amateur, but enjoying the experience so far and great learning experience for your career.
Oh yeah, definitely. I actually wanted to fight here, so thank you for putting me here. Thank God my passport was good too, so I'm here.
And of course, Albanian fans will be out in force. We saw them for Florian Marku in Manchester recently, expecting some big support in the arena.
Absolutely. You already know it's going to be a lot of Albanians here, so I'm excited.
Good stuff, Rashad. Look forward to seeing you fight on Saturday. Going to spin it over to Aqib Fayaz. Aqib, welcome to the show. Heard a lot about you. A lot of people talking good things about you. Jamie Moore raving about you, your trainer. You sold a huge amount of tickets for the show. Looking forward to seeing you in action.
Yeah, firstly I'd like to start by thanking Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing for getting me on the show and obviously on this platform. Yeah, I've been a pro now just short of 12 months. I'm improving loads, I sell loads of tickets. With that comes a lot of pressure. But yeah, I feel like I'm learning to deal with it better under the lights, and on Saturday I get a chance to perform under the brightest lights as a kid from Manchester at the MEN Arena, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Aqib. Blaine, a lot of Manx on the card, Scouser. Over here coming through, big opportunity for you, super flyweight, that division right now, of course, absolutely on fire.
Yeah, it's booming at the minute, like, still got plenty of fights to go before I get to that level. Still learning, I'm just getting better and better with each camp as my career's going on. I just want to thank yourself and Matchroom Boxing and MTA Global for getting me on this bill. I'm absolutely buzzing to be there, and I can't wait to put a show on Saturday night.
I know that it's a long journey for you and you've got a way to get there, but I'm sure you saw on Saturday the performance from Chocolatito against Cal Yafai in your weight class and also in the division below. Great effort from Jay Harris taking on Julio Cesar Martinez.
Yeah, it was great fights. I never stayed up to watch the fight live. Watched a few of the replays the next day because, I had to get the early night for this fight Saturday because I've got to think about myself first, and, camp's been great, so, got to get me rest and recover.
Thank you, mate. We talk about our young talent. Doesn't come much better than Dalton Smith, part of the GB setup. Dalton, another run out for you on Saturday as part of a massive year for you in 2020, of course, here on Saturday night, and just announced on the All British World Championship card in Doncaster on April 24th, Terry Harper against Natasha Jonas. Could be a big fight for you on that card.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I want to thank you, Matchroom, for putting me on, another good card. It's a privilege. I'm back on the same shows as my old teammates, Fowler, Blaine. But yeah, it's first fight of the year for me. Wanting to push on for a big 2020. Eddie, you're keeping my diary busy now. I've got 2 fights booked in. I ain't even had my first fight yet for the year, but that's how we learn, that's how we progress, and I'm looking forward to Saturday as it's my first step up. And I can't wait.
Forward to a big 2020 for you. Bradley Ray, local fight for you, big opportunity, big arena. Steve Wood, again, just spoke to him briefly about you before. 8-0 now, and looking to move on yourself into big fights in 2020.
Yeah, and buzzing with obviously boxing at Manchester Arena as a kid, growing up in Manchester. I've been going to shows for years, watching Crowler, Ricky, Quigg. So yeah, it's one to tick off the list of finally being able to box there.
Ibby, same as you, mate. We know you're the silent assassin, but you're part of this young emerging Manchester crowd as well. See you on the pads last night with Ricky Hatton looking razor sharp, ready to go on Saturday.
The training camp's gone really well. We've been working on different things. Hopefully I can show them off in the ring on Saturday.
What are you learning from Ricky Hatton? I mean, obviously a legend of the sport and a Manchester icon as well. He has huge hopes for you as well. You two putting a good partnership together.
He's improving my inside game and my defence a lot more, so hopefully show it off on Saturday.
Look forward to seeing you in action on Saturday, Ibby. When we talk about popularity, Jack Cullen is right up there. Jack, has Steve Wood told you about another fight I might have lined up for you?
Yeah, he's told me about it, but let's get this one out of the way and we'll crack on to the next one.
And I'm going to say it anyway, do you mind?
No, not yet.
Okay, I'm planning for Jack to fight Jason Quigley on the White Povetkin card on May the 2nd. So zero pressure on Jack Cullen on Saturday night to get through with no injuries, no cuts, no anything. But again, Jack, massive support for you on Saturday night, and seriously an important fight in your career.
Yeah, it's a very important fight. Obviously, coming off the lose against Felix Cash, it's time to turn it around and get back winning. And like you said, you get me back out again, so I'm getting on the winning streak.
Look forward to seeing the Little Lever crew there on Saturday night. Loads of tickets again sold by yourself. Go down the table, Robbie Davis. Robbie, welcome. New trainer, Dominic Ingle.
Yep.
Saw you looking great last night in the workout. Big year for you coming up, and an important fight on Saturday. Get the win after the cracking fight with Lewis Ritson, and then move on to a big fight in the summer, hopefully in Liverpool.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to be back so soon. Been waiting around, pestering myself and pestering my manager to get me out as soon as possible. Now that it's finally come round, I've just got to keep focused for Saturday, make sure I get the win, and then hopefully before the summer I'll be looking for a big fight and fighting for titles again, and I'll be back up there with the big names.
How have you found that transition to the Ingle gym? I mean, you've been with your former team for a long time. I know it was a big decision for you. How's that first camp felt for you?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a quick turnaround with Dominic and the team. I felt like I've joined in with everything fairly well, and I've become a part of the team very quickly. Like as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, so there's not going to be some drastic changes in my style so soon, but I have been picking up and I'm learning a lot and I'm listening to everything I'm being told. So in time I will be looking more like an Ingle fighter, I imagine, but this is more just for let Dominic and myself get that bit of bond and what we need to move into the future.
Thanks, Robbie. Another fighter that's switched up camps, Anthony Fowler. Anthony, firstly, you will be aware your opponent, Jack Flatley, fractured his foot earlier this week. We have a new opponent coming for you later today. The matchmakers are around the world. No one's particularly overly keen to fight you, which is a compliment for you. But you will be in a proper fight on Saturday night. Got to stay focused. And tell us about that first camp with Shane McGuigan, who's again is raving about you right now.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. It's been all new to me. All new techniques, going back to using my range, my jabbing. I've really enjoyed the camp, and Shane's a brilliant coach. He's taught me a lot in a short space of time, and it's time for me to show it on Saturday night now. I've done great in sparring and stuff, but that doesn't matter. It's all about on the night performing under pressure, and hopefully it's a good opponent so I can showcase my skills.
Like Jack Cullen, there are other fights planned ahead, and as you'll know from Shane, discussions and negotiations going on for a Scott Fitzgerald fight in early July. One eye on that. You know, I know Scott's due to fight on May the 2nd in Manchester as well, and it's a fight that everybody wants to see.
Yeah, I'm just sick of people asking me about a fight every single day in my life, so I want to just put it to bed, get that British title, and then push on towards European and world, because I believe I've got the potential to get there, but I need to just settle things with Scott. Respect him for the first fight, call me by surprise, but this time I know what to expect, and it'll be a different story. This time I'm going to win the fight 1,000,000%.
Thank you, Anthony. Hughie Fury, welcome. Cracking late entrance, mate. And like the gloves as well. We don't know where you've come from with those gloves on, but it's a bit worrying, but that's another story. Yeah. Good to see you. And I know that it's been a long time coming, of course. The Monaco pullout was disappointing for everybody, but been a long way now back in your hometown, looking to put on a big performance on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. It was disappointing for me, putting all that hard work in, but like you say, everything happens for a reason in life, so it's given me more practice to improve my job even more. So I'm actually really looking forward to this show and putting on a show for the crowd and let everyone see the difference and the improved what we've been working on. So like you say to you, it's going to be a shock for everyone else, but I'm looking forward to this fight.
Talk to us about that. I've seen a lot of quotes in the media about you returning to full fitness, had problem with your hands in a lot of those earlier camps as well, and now you feel completely 100% going
yeah,
into
100%. Like I say, these fights here, I've been fighting with one hand basically, and come Saturday night, people's come to see the reason and see the completely different me. You with Fury fighting with two hands, and like I say, my style is completely different to any other heavyweight. So when you see me on Saturday night, I'm putting on the show and I'm going to enjoy it and look forward to it.
I think Sky need to bring you in as a pundit over the next couple of months, because obviously you've shared the ring with a lot of people, important people in big fights coming up. Just a few words, of course. Joseph Parker got the win after a long layoff on Saturday night. You had a very, very close fight with him. Kubrat Pulev going to be fighting Anthony Joshua. You went over and boxed him in Bulgaria. And of course, Alexander Povetkin here today going to be fighting Dillian White. So a lot of knowledge on those guys, a couple of big fights coming up, and something you want to be a part of as well this year?
Yeah, 100%. Listen, I'm not afraid to fight anyone. As you've seen, I jumped in the ring with everyone. And these people here, the only person who was beat there, really myself. I've just come short that inch. But there's no excuses. I've always went straight back in the gym. And like you say, they're all right talking, saying there's going to be this and this. Let me first do the talking, and you're going to see on Saturday night, I'm coming, and them fights I won again. And believe me, I will be taking over.
It is Pavel Sal, your original opponent from Monaco as well. Is it a case of looking good and going in and trying to destroy him on Saturday? You always, want to go out and make a statement. Is that important?
What's important is what we've been working on in the gym and the stuff we've been working on with my dad, and just basically processing all of that. Like you say, Pavel Sal, I'm just going out there to work on the stuff, what we've been performing in the gym. I'm not in no rush to get him out of there. Like you say, the stuff we've been working on in the gym, and it'll all come together.
Finally, exciting year for you and your dad, of course, Savannah Marshall, challenging for the World Championship, April the 4th in Newcastle as well. Good times and good vibes in the gym.
Yeah, 100%. It's going to be an exciting year, especially for Savannah Marshall. She's looking unbelievable, and 100% she's going to be a world champion. I've got no doubt in my mind.
Good stuff. Look forward to seeing you back in the ring on Saturday night. One fight that's gone slightly under the radar, which was added only a couple of weeks ago on this card, is the eliminator for the #1 spot with the WBO in the super middleweight division. Good to be working with Neil Marsh, who gave us a stellar press conference a couple of weeks ago in Manchester, still going viral. And, of course, Nissi Sowland as well, and MTK with Rohan Murdoch and Mike Altamura up the back there as well. Good to see you over from Australia rather. This is a great fight. #1 against #2 to basically become the mandatory challenger for Billy Joe Saunders. Zach Parker, who for a long time has looked like one of the top prospects in the UK, against Rohan Murdoch, the current #1 ranked WBO super middleweight contender. It's a great 50-50 fight. Huge opportunity for both of these guys to step up and land a world championship shot in 2020. Rohan, I'm going to start with you. Welcome. And a massive opportunity. I've seen a lot of Australian fighters come here with mixed success, but this is basically to open the door to a huge opportunity for you in a world title shot in 2020.
Yeah, that's right. First off, I'd like to thank Matchroom Boxing and MTK Global for this opportunity. This is a huge fight. It's an opportunity for me to put myself on this world level that I feel I belong.
What sort of fight are you expecting with Zach Parker? The bookies struggled to split you two going into this fight. Massive opportunity for both. Got to go out there, and obviously he's going to have some home support as well, but ready for the challenge.
Well, that's it. We're ready for that. We're ready for that support that's going to come. I expect he's going to come out boxing. We're just going to stick to our game plan, and it'll be enough, and it'll get us the win.
Zach, massive opportunity for you. It's been a waiting game for a while. Some big performances on the World Boxing Super Series shows as well, but this one, just a massive opportunity for you to break onto the world stage.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Team Silent, Matchroom and Sky Sports putting on the fight, but yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for Saturday night, and going to put on a show for everyone.
Obviously, one eye on Billy Joe Saunders, who could get the Canelo Alvarez fight. We'll see how that fight goes. If Billy was to win, that's an big all-British fight. If Canelo was to win, you would actually be the mandatory challenger for Canelo Alvarez. So a wonderful spot for your career right now.
That's it. Obviously, #1 and #2 in WBO, going at it. Whoever wins hopefully gets a world title shot. And if Billy Joe fights Canelo and Canelo wins, that's what you're in boxing for the big nights. And that's the biggest fight in boxing at the minute.
Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Rohan. Big fight on Saturday night for the #1 spot in the world super middleweight rankings. We go on to just a mouth-watering main event. I mean, two great guys. The first press conference was fantastic. Jono has continued that on social media. He can't help himself just being bang up for fights. Normally we see a handshake and a hug and a bit of food after. We'll see this time. But Jono, I'll start with you. You look great. I know you put everything into camp. You've got a huge smile on your face. You loving life, loving opportunities, and this is a big night. I mean, I know you fought for the world title in Philadelphia, but Manchester Arena, Sky Sports, Saturday night fight night. This is a big moment for your career.
Yeah. First of all, I'd just like to thank you, Eddie. Thank Adam Smith, MTK Global. The usual, what everyone says. We have to say. But what I really am thankful for is giving me this big opportunity. You know, Scott Quigg is a massive name, former world champion. And I just feel like he needs to pass that torch to me now. I feel like it's my turn. He's had his day. He's a very good, seasoned professional fighter. And I just can't overlook that, you know what I mean? I'm expecting the Scott Quigg, the world champion Scott Quigg, to show up. I've prepared for the world champion, the best him. And I just feel like it's my time now. Everything that I've done in the past couple of months, I haven't had to get that fit. I didn't have to worry about weight. I've more or less trained my brain, you know, trained different attributes than what I normally do. So it's great. It's great to be able to be in the gym and enjoy it. You know, a lot of time you're in the gym and you're killing yourself. You're just trying to make weight and it's just stressful. This time it's been fun. This time I've really enjoyed it because Scott Quigg is such a big name that it's not hard to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go for a jog. You know what I mean? It's not hard to push yourself to the boundaries of exhaustion, you know? And I just think we've worked very smart in this camp. And like I said, I just feel like it's my time. So pass me that torch, Scott, yeah?
You talk about seeing a lot of your social media messages and stuff like that. A lot of talk about you breaking him down, overwhelming him, beating him up in the later rounds and stuff like that. Is that how you see this fight playing out in your mind? Is it a case of breaking Scott Quigg down? We know that he loves to come forward. We know that he's got power as well in both hands. He likes to be very aggressive, not afraid to trade up as well. Are we expecting that kind of fight? I mean, a lot of people calling this, you know, a fight of the year contender before the first bell's even rung. Do we expect that kind of fight on Saturday?
Yeah, I think our styles are going to gel very well, you know. He's a great fighter, I'm a great fighter. And we both like excitement, you know. And I think the Manchester crowd is going to be massive behind him. Obviously, it's his hometown. And I have a load coming from Ireland, loads coming from Liverpool and all over England. Everyone's coming flocking in. So this is going to be a fantastic show. The crowd is going to be well entertained, trust me. And Scott thinks I have feather fists, but we're going to see. I believe these feather fists are going to do a lot of damage come Saturday night. So I'm looking forward to the fight. And I do think he's a very strong opponent. I know Oscar Valdez can bang, and he didn't get him out there. But for whatever reason, I'm just feeling round 8. I don't know. I know I don't hit that hard. But I can't break people down. I can't break people's hearts. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. The closer the fight gets, the more confident I get. And I'm looking forward to putting on a show. Believe me, it's going to be fun.
And finally, how important is this fight for your career, your life? What lengths are you prepared to go to? How deep are you prepared to dig on Saturday night?
Every single fight, it doesn't matter whether I was in there from the start of my career, I always was prepared to dig deep. For me, I have that fighting spirit, you know. It's either you have or you don't. And I remember when I was a kid, my dad said, if you don't think you can be world champion, then just quit now. Because this isn't a sport that you get into for fun. This is a sport that number 2 is the one that gets hurt, you know. So we ain't in this game to play around. I believe I have 3, maybe 4 years of going hard, and I'm walking away from this sport with my head held high. I want to face everybody. I want to push myself to the limit. And I want to have fun with the game, you know. I want to enjoy it and embrace it. And that's why the likes of me going to Tevin Farmer, I will help anybody achieve their goals. I like going out and helping people. It's good to give back, you know what I mean? So for me, I think this is so important with my career because it's going to level me up with my name, my profile, everything. And therefore, give me an opportunity to help other people and, push on the big, massive fights. And I just think the world is my oyster right now, so I just have to play the cards right, be smart, and come out with the victory on Saturday night.
Thanks, Jono. Scott, you heard from a man who's potentially got everything to gain on Saturday night. I guess for you, everything to lose in a way. Returning to the arena, you're looking at big world championship fights, must-win fight for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, thank you, and thanks to Sky Sports Matchroom Boxing for getting me back out in Manchester, which I'm really looking forward to Saturday night. But yeah, this is a must-win fight, and it's a fight I will win. Training's gone absolutely fantastic. I know Jono trains hard, he's dedicated. I know what I'm up against, and everything's been done in the gym, prepared to the best, the best version of me. And on Saturday night, I will get my hand raised.
How's that been returning to the old gym with Joe and all the team there and the lads, giving you a lift? Coming back from America, I know you enjoyed your time out there with Freddie Roach, but really back to the old school roots for this camp.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I enjoyed being out with Freddie. You know, I learned so much. You know, it was like being at school every day, educated on the amount of knowledge he has and he passed on. You know, it's improved me as a fighter. Coming back, obviously linking back up with Joe, all the lads, I just dropped straight back in. It's been one of the best camps I've had. You know, it's been one of the happiest. You know, it's been a tough camp. We've put the work in, and you know, Saturday night I'm ready to go.
Obviously, Jono's full of energy. He's done a lot of talking in this fight. Do you believe that it's going to be a tough fight, but you're just on another level to him going into this fight? What sort of fight are you expecting?
Well, listen, I never expect an easy fight. You know, that's why I train like I do since a kid. Dedicated myself, trained. I've locked myself away, and you know, I put 150% in. You know, to everything I do. You know, so I'm not expecting an easy fight. But it's one with the preparation that we've put in, so it could turn out easy because I could take him out there pretty early.
And finally, how important this fight to your career? We've seen you in some huge nights, Kiko Martinez, the Salinas fight, of course, abroad against Oscar Valdez, the Carl Frampton unification fight on pay-per-view, but this one may just be the most important so far.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, like I said, this is most important because this is a must-win fight, and it's a fight that I will win. It's, you know, I've had big fights in the past. I've been there before, had the experience, you know, so it's one that, you know, like I say, I'm not taking this lightly. I'm fully focused, and you know, I know what I need to do on Saturday night.
Thanks, Scott. Fantastic fight. Scott Quigg against Jono Carroll. Huge card on Saturday night. Hughie Fury. Don't miss Zach Parker against Rohan Murdoch, Robbie Davis, Anthony Fowler, Dalton Smith, Reshat Matty, Jack Cullen. Full of action from about 4:30 Manchester Arena. Of course, we'll have the weigh-in on Friday. We're going to have head-to-heads up here with Scott and Jono, and also Zach and Rohan, and we'll be available for the media for one-on-ones with the fighters before we start the Dillian White Alexander Povetkin press conference shortly. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again soon.